What's this? That's an Apple operating system on a Compaq computer. Surely it's a VM, or it's witchcraft. Well, I don't know any VM or virtualization that a Pentium 1 can do, and I could tell you I don't know any witchcraft, because if I did, folding fitted sheets would be something I could do. But anyway, hello everyone. I had 0386SX, and yes, this is Rhapsody on a Compaq computer. It's a Compaq LTE 5400 to be exact. It is absolutely something, well, at the time, owned by Apple, running on a Compaq. Although there's some great limitations, as you can quickly tell. Everything's in grayscale. Looks pretty nice for grayscale. And show you one other little limitation I found that I have yet to figure out. Let's see if we can get the preferences here. Come on. Nope. Let's see. This is my first go at installing this, so do bear with us here. Here we go. So, I have the correct sound card selected. I messed with every setting I possibly could mess with on this, and it still just doesn't play any sound. So that's unfortunate, but we got grayscale. We don't have any sound, but hey, we're running this on a Compaq LTE 5400, and now let's get into how I got this far running Apple Rhapsody on a Compaq LTE. Well, that escalated quickly. What in the wide world is this giant thing behind it? Well, for those that are new to the Compaq LTE world, this is the docking station that goes with the LTE 5000 series. There's actually two offerings of this. There's an ISA dock where you actually can go as far as putting in ISA cards in it. Or you have this version that I have, which allows you to put in multitude of drives and PCMCIA cards. It gives you a NIC card built in, which is also not identified with the system, but anywho, not important for this exercise. But if you dare try to do this, there are two floppies. I don't know which is which, but that's just going to be life. One of these is a boot floppy, and the other is a driver diskette. A very, very limited driver diskette, which that's the x86 side of Rhapsody 5.1 Titan is naturally that way. It is not possible to install this on this system without the docking station, as you need both a floppy and a CD-ROM at the same time. As far as I know, using parallel or PCMCIA options are not realistic. At least, correct me if I'm wrong on that. I very much like to be wrong, and I would try it again, but there's loads of people that try to put this on a IBM ThinkPad and had moderate success with that. With the graphics cards options, and I'll get into that a little bit later, but there's some serious logic support that, unfortunately, I had a dyslexic moment, and I thought, hey, the graphics card is good in this one. Not so much. Anywho, I'm going to stop blabbing, but before I do, very, very important if you try to do this on an LTE 5000 series, the CD-ROM must be in the computer, and the floppy must be in that position. If you have the two swapped around, Rhapsody will not detect the CD-ROM. So let's get into it, and let's get the floppy in. And we're going to do this free-handed because I'm a glutton for punishment. And you need at least a 1 gig volume or larger. I am using a Transcend 1 gig CF to IDE card solution. It's the orange Transcends. Work really well on these machines. And the floppy will start booting at any minute. And there we go. And we just got some questionable hinges in this laptop, but we'll just let this boot on its boot disk. And of course, I speak English barely, so we're gonna go with English. This is not this program. This is not an upgrade. You have files on your hard drive you want to keep, and I don't. This is a blank card. So let's continue on. I am doing this 100% free-handed with the camera for the record, so if this is shakier than I normally have it, I do apologize up front or midway. But it is taking its sweet time. And when you're burning this disk, you want to burn it as slow as you can with whatever CD burning software you have. That seems to be a common consensus on the WinWorld PC and other Rhapsody forums, that burning that disk slowly and using fresh media is critical for this mission to work. And writing the floppies, you can't use WinImage. You have to use RawWrite, I believe. There's a Windows and a Linux variant that will do the job. So that's just a fair warning. Okay, so we get to insert the driver's disk. And press return. And if you're using Windows to do this, make the installation media, I will leave those links in the description as always, and all software that I used. The good news is that I was able to run 100% of the installation building software on an XP machine. So it appears that there would be a very wide variety of operating systems that you can create and build your Rhapsody installation media with. Now this part is very, very, I'm going to use the word irritating because I think it's irritating, but it is part of this is text only. So here it's going to say you only have SCSI drivers. Keep going, there's more. So let's go to 7, and I believe the next screen will start showing some IDE options. Here we go. So I'm going to go choose option 3. Most laptops you can get away with that. The plug and play capabilities of Rhapsody are, well, plug and play. Alright, we're going to go 1. I don't think I need the plug and play one, but we'll find out in a little bit here. There you go, moment of truth. And it did detect both the CD-ROM and the... Oh, it's a... Okay. I did not know that was the brand of the CD-ROM, but good to know. I always get a kick out of this preposterous time in real-time clock. Check and reset the dates. And this is the CD-ROM here. It's this is one of the very first Compaq laptops, Compaq portables that have the option of having a CD-ROM. So yeah, it's not gonna be pretty, but it looks like it wants to reboot here, so we'll 5.1 Mach for Intel. All right, let's do it. Gives you all the time in the world to read that, whatever that was. I probably agreed to give away my firstborn son, which is a really good trick because I don't have any kids. So, all right, so we are going to install Rhapsody on this disk. We're going to use the entire disk. I think that's pretty much going to be the whole disk anyway. We're going to start installing Rhapsody. I do believe that this particular product was geared more towards server hardware, but I could be wrong on that. Well, if this is going to take a few minutes, you don't need to hear a bunch of dead air, so I will come back to this as soon as it does something cool. Or changes, whatever comes first. We're doing something different now. For a moment there, when it said it was taking a few minutes, it said it was starting some a base install, and this is what we are up to now. This is going to take a very long time depending on the computer. This CD-ROM at most is a 6X. It could be as slow as a 2X, but I don't think it is. It's either a 4 or a 6. So when I did this the first time around, it took well over an hour to get past this. So I'm going to leave this for now to do its thing and go. And as soon as it's through this part, we will come back. Alright, step 1 is complete. So now we're going to remove the floppy disk from the drive and we will return. Don't be fooled, we're not done yet. Although I don't think it should take that long, but don't want to assume anything. Have to wait the 10 seconds. This is normal with Rhapsody. And this is perfectly normal when you first start it up. The boot process itself doesn't take all that long, but there's a lot more work to be done with involving the CD. The hard drive light is pretty much been solid ever since we booted this. I'm gonna try to put this on the tripod. So we'll go right to display. No, it's not the easiest to see, but lots of ATI Mach 64s. And a few Cirrus Logic cards, Compaq Q-Vision, default VGA. I'm going to go with the SVGA adapter because this is an 800 by 600 panel. But I am interested to see if I can get anything with a S3 to work. But we'll add that. We'll keep that. The mouse, that's fine. And I don't know what the NIC is on the docking station, but I don't care about that, so I don't have any SCSI devices in here either, so I don't care about that. Huh? It's actually, I can't believe the sound doesn't work, but I'm going to try something a little bit different here. I'm going to try the PMP audio and see what that does. Yeah, it has me selecting 2 for some reason, but we'll keep it as default, and we shall see, and hope for the best. So, we'll save those changes. And you can hear the CD-ROM going in the background. yes, so it's going to be a whole mess of stuff here, but I don't think we need Japanese. I apologize for those folks over in Japan. I don't speak any Japanese, so it would not do me any good. Yeah, so I don't really think we need Emacs either, but yeah, so now it's doing a file copy, and this will take a very long time on this machine as well. But speaking of that graphics card, I will take you over. Now, what computer this would work really well on, probably? That one right there would probably work like gangbusters. Has a Cirrus Logic 5434 PCI, 1 meg, and it has a Sound Blaster 16 in it, so I'm tempted to take that puppy out and see what we could do with it. Who knows, it might be another April 14th experiment, but yeah. That computer has near perfect compatibility with it. But in the minute that I blabbed, it finally moved up 1%. And so yeah, we're going to let this do its thing, and then we'll come back when this is done. Okay, that's some good news. We have a successful install, which I have no idea how long it took because I went to bed at 10:30 and it was still going. So we'll hit the old restart and we'll see where this goes. I think it's supposed to pop the disk out at some point, but it could be wrong. Well, this is where I guess wrong. I'll put this back down. Excuse the awkward angles at which I have this pointed. Same old boot screen, gotta wait the old 10-second rule. I don't recall if this had another step in it or not, but you and I are gonna find that out together. Let's see if we got that. Well, kind of. Well, I don't know what the hell this thing is. Well, if you only see the top half of the screen for this demonstration, who cares? And there's nothing interesting at the bottom half. So yes, it is using VGA at this point, although it is a grayscale VGA. And, well, I lied. Hard drive light's going pretty good here. I think there's some account setup. Yes, there's some account setup we have to do. So we are going to, based on your answer to the assistant, like to make some basic setting. Let me read that again. Based on your answers to a few questions, this assistant makes some basic settings on your computer and sets it up so you can access the internet. Okay. Yeah. Alright, about that. Felt like a word salad to me, even though it wasn't. But and, you know what? Send it. I strongly doubt that the NIC's going to be detected in this machine. Well, it's not going to. No, it does help. Let me plug in the old cable. Well, where is it? I don't know what direction it's pointed at. There we go. We are connected. You know what? Your computer, we do not have net info. Okay. I'm in the central time zone. Sure, why not? By some miracle, if this gets on the internet in any way, shape, or form, we'll go with that. I suppose if... Let's go back here. Let's throw in a DNS server here. We're just going to put in 4.2.2. Good enough for me, good enough for this exercise. So, introduction to user accounts. Yes, I do. And we're just going to call this... Yep, and it's going to have us create a password. You know what? The hell with it. We're just going to do it like that. Next. Oh, jeebus. So it has an admin password in addition to your local account. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what happens. The Rhapsody setup assistant is done. That's good, because this was getting a little annoying. I just want to get to the desktop. Oh, CD-ROM is going. And we have a very chaotic desktop. At least it feels that way. But yes, this is Apple Rhapsody on a Compaq laptop. Release 5.1. So formerly Next. So let's see what this has. So we got a clock. We're starting clock, and that even takes some effort on this old machine. That definitely does meet the system requirements according to Apple. And, well, it ain't showing no clock, so... Okay, so that literally just starts a clock in the upper right-hand corner. And then we lose all file system. Well, that's good. We have absolutely no more menu bar on top. Well, let's see if we can do a show. Oh, okay. We got it back. That's kind of odd. What does grab do? I don't know. Selection, window, services does nothing. Choose window. Oh, it's screen capture. Okay. And no, we're not going to save that. To grab the screen, click the mouse outside this window. And in that would kind of have a screen share here. So, okay, that's interesting. And no menu bar again, but that might be my lack of ability to use this software. Mail viewer, I assume this is for email. That's exactly what it's for. I don't have a mail server spun up here, so I am going to go ahead and quit this. Positive, buddy. Preferences, preview, print manager, stickies, terminal. I want to see what the terminal looks like here. Okay, well, yep, just looks very... It's like a Unix-based thing. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we lose the... Oh, okay, you literally just have to click in the desktop and it brings that back. Okay, nice to know. Java browser. Interface builder. So is this a web browser? Okay, it is just kind of a web browser, I guess. No, it's not. I'm not exactly sure what that is, so let's see what we go into the old applications folder. We'll see what we got. So yeah, that in applications is pretty much what we were just in. Administration. You got your assistant. You got the configure. You know what? I'm gonna try to see if it'll detect this NIC card in it. I doubt it. And the second we take this off this docking station, there won't be any network card to speak of. Let's see, show drivers for detected devices. It's not going to do that. And I can tell you right now, this is not going to end well. So I believe we have an AMD NIC in here. And it does not really have much of any support for anything in that. So I am going to give up on the dream of having network on this machine. At least in the terms of the Rhapsody OS. What's in demos? Open space, boink out, chess. Does this have games on it? I gotta figure out something. Indeed, it has chess on it. And all of its grayscale glory. Oh. I'm gonna fix your wagon. I really need some sound on this bad boy. Oh, okay. Can I do this? I will admit I am not a expert on chess. I think the knight can go in L's. Okay, there we go. And that was a bad idea, as I think my knight's gonna go bye-bye. Alright, let's see. Yep. Can I do this? Aha! Goodbye. Can't move? Oh, because I moved it once. Okay. Been a long time since I played chess. Oh. Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, the queen could do that. I thought bishops could move diagonally. No. I don't remember. I can't seem to make... Am I in check? I must be in check. That's why. Okay, I was in check. Well. God, I can't see all of the screen here. Oh, shoot. I was hoping we'd minimize it, or maximize this window here. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Oh, nope. That does not maximize the window. I call false advertising. Is it my turn? No. I'm not paying attention. Okay, I was right about the bishops going diagonal. I know that pawn's going to go bye-bye in a second, but... oh well. Casualty of war. Can I go back the other direction? And no, I can't. I'm not in check. Okay. So the pawn can't capture the queen? Very well. Let's move the knight out there. And I am in check. And that's checkmate. I told you I was very terrible at chess. So, okay, so what's boycott? We'll play one more game before I... Oh, that's boycott. Oh, boy, nope. Yay, yay, yay. Oh shit. Oh, snap. Well, game over. One more time. I feel like I've been... Aw, dang it. Uh-oh. I made it faster. I didn't want to make it that fast that early on. Oh no! Oh, now I can hit the arrow daily and die. Okay, that was my fault. But what else is new? It's moving a little bit faster now. Oh no. Ooh, I got it in time. Yeah, that's it. Game over. Well, that is all I'm willing to do with this right now, short of taking it off the docking station, so let's do that. And that, even trying to shut this down was a little bit of a challenge in itself, because it's just logged out. There's no shutdown or restart that I can see on this. And it did pop the CD out this time. And it's like Windows NT 4 in the terms of it doesn't actually shut off on its own. You have to shut the machine off. Alright, yep, safe to turn the computer off. This is strictly to the Compaq LTE 5000 series that confirmed the shutdown menu. There's nothing to do with Apple Rhapsody, or any Rhapsody OS for that matter. So now, some of you may be wondering, and if you got this far, you probably are, you're probably not. It don't matter, but I'm going to show you whether you want to be shown this or not. So let's get the docking station out of the equation here. And let's get this thing powered up. I don't have a battery available for it at the moment. It's charged, so I'm going to have to find a power brick. Hopefully there's one close by. It is. I don't know what computer it's plugged into, but I definitely... Oh, that is not an LTE 5000 power brick. It's the same color as one, but it is definitely not one. Yep, power this guy up. Oh, that's a good sign. The battery all of a sudden wants to charge. We're now on the old no docking station. Just bring the old laptop on. Good old utility power. Checking disk. It does this every single time. TCP/IP services, all that fun stuff, and despite the fact it has absolutely no TCP/IP of any kind on it, and unless I find the right PCMCIA card, provided those drivers even are available for this machine, yeah, it's a real crapshoot. But there's very little x86 support for Apple Rhapsody, so getting it this far at all is, in my opinion, it's a little bit of a minor achievement. But there it is. I'll shut it off at this point. This is only the second time I've ever installed this OS, so I'm going to leave that disclaimer of, well, I'm not going to be able to, probably not going to be able to answer many questions about this system, but if you have them, feel free to leave them in the comment section. If you like the video, please like. If you dislike it, please hit dislike twice. And again, thank you for watching, and have yourself a good one.